You're charged with attempted felony murder,
Se le acusa de intento de homicidio, índole delito mayor,
burglary with an assault while armed,
allanamiento con agresión mientras estaba armado
aggravated battery.
y agresión corporal con agravantes.
I find probable cause for all the charges.
Su señoría determina que hay motivo fundado ante todas las acusaciones.
Which will be invoking Mr. Salgado Peña's right to counsel and his right to remain silent.
El abogado de oficio que se encuentra a su izquierda está invocando su derecho a abogado y su derecho a mantener absoluto silencio.
I will appoint the office of the public defender. I will grant the state's motion for pretrial detention.
Señoría le está designando el pedimento del abogado de oficio y también va a conceder el pedimento de la fiscalía de que lo retengan a usted previo a juicio.
Also, citing no contacting orders on behalf of Eunice, Valdez, Alonso, and Stephanie Valdez. She is to have no contact with either of them.
También su señoría está firmando una orden de no tener contacto con Eunice Valdez Alonso y Stephanie Valdez.
So, Judge, are you doing no bond on all counts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Y la fiscal está confirmando que su señoría no le está concediendo fianza alguna en ninguna de las acusaciones. El juez dijo que sí.
You may step in the back.
Ya usted puede marchar, señor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. There was no bonds with counts 1 through 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Y de nuevo los carceleros están confirmando. No hay fianza de la acusación número 1 hasta la 3.
Ismael Charlene Main. You are before the court charged with strong arm robbery and felony domestic battery by strangulation.
The alleged victim is present. Ma'am, if you'd like to talk to the judge, you gotta unmute. Let us know.
Are you Miss Grant?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Grant, anything you want me to hear?
Not at the moment. No.
All right.
But I would not like to go through with the stay away order. I don't feel like he's a harm.
So you want to have contact with this gentleman?
Yes.
How long have you been together?
Like 3 years.
What's your bond recommendation, State?
I mean, I don't know if Your Honor would issue the stay away order for a cooling off period. There is probable cause. The defendant had a prior withhold from, looks like, delinquent in possession of a firearm. I believe the probation has been terminated. State's requesting a bond of $5,000 each count.
How much?
$5,000 each count.
Judge, I would ask if you would consider ordering him into pretrial services. And modifying the stay away order.
For the record, I'm entering a no contact order which prohibits contact, and I've initial paragraph number 4. However, I also have initial paragraph number 6, and I have interdelineated the following. So it will read, the defendant is allowed to have contact with the victim after 10 days from today, but is prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards a victim in any manner whatsoever. So I'm also adding until August 11, 2025, at the end of paragraph number 4, so that it's clear that I'm granting the state's cooling off period of 10 days, after which the defendant may have contact with the alleged victim, so long as it's nonviolent. I will set the bonds at $2,500 each. Good luck to you, sir. Eduardo Blanco de la Torre. Killing me slowly with his boss.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Mr. Blanco de la Torre, you are charged with possession of cocaine.
Blanco de la Torre, usted se le acusa de posesión de cocaína.
He should qualify for pretrial or requesting an alternate bond of $2,500.
La fiscal adjunta está indicando que usted debería de calificar para los servicios de intervención previa a juicio, de lo contrario, fianza alterna $2,500.
I will refer him to pretrial services with an alternate bond of $2,500.
Okay,
Sí,
la
dígalo,
programa es
ajá, sí.
gratis.
I'm sorry? What did you say?
Cora was speaking in Spanish.
Oh, ok. Su señoría lo va a referir al servicio de intervención previo a juicio, de lo contrario, tiene usted fianza alterna, $2,500.
Let me ask counsel, because I didn't hear it, so I don't know whether this has happened. Have the defendants been explained the pretrial services program?
Is it in the video?
They're told about it in the video, and I typically explain to them they have to report to the program. It's reporting by phone every week, and the pretrial services also pre-screens them and meets with them ahead of time.
Right, I was just wondering whether when I place them on pretrial or refer them to pretrial services is Chinese to them. So,
They
that's,
probably heard it by the third time, but I try to explain it again, so it kind of,
Also, repeat customers know what it is too.
yeah, the repeat customers
Ah.
will know what it is, but the new ones are like deers in, in headlights, so.
I hear you, that's what I'm
explained
afraid
it
of.
2 times, yeah.
All right, thank you. Hasta luego, señor. Jermaine Henry.
On down.
Urdarico Corrales.
Spanish interpreter, please.
You are before the court charged with possession of cocaine and resisting an officer without violence.
Y usted está aquí ante estos tribunales por posesión de cocaína y resistir el arresto de un agente, más sin embargo sin violencia.
States, I think pretrial is good. Would you want to do 2,500 and 500?
La fiscal adjunta está indicando que ella cree que el servicio de intervención previa a juicio sería adecuado y que si acaso su señoría quiere que le imponga fianzas alternas de $2,500 y $500.
I will send you to pretrial services program with an alternate bond of $2,500.
You're now 2,500 or 2,500 and
Yeah, I didn't
500?
count 1, 500 count 2.
Okay, I said something different. I apologize.
No. You said the right thing. I'm just setting a different bond.
Oh, ok. Su señoría le está mandando al servicio de intervención previa a juicio fianzas alternas serían $2,000 y $500.
José Peña,
Bond out.
Jim Table,
Also
Bond
bond out.
excuse me?
Bond
bond.
out.
It sounded like a question.
Next time I'll say it more.
Bond out.
Who is this,
Spanish.
Moreno Chavez?
Noel Moreno Chavez,
Spanish, please.
you're charged with possession of crack cocaine.
Se le acusa de posesión de cocaína en piedra.
And pretrial is
It
good.
was not. Rebecca, he's starting to talk.
Would you want to do pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,000?
La fiscal adjunta está recomendando a su señoría o que le habilite los servicios de intervención previo a juicio o fianza alterna $2,000.
I'll refer you to pretrial services with an alternate bond of $2,000.
Su señoría lo va a referir a los servicios de intervención previa a juicio, fianza alterna $2,000.
Lázaro González,
Mr. Gonzalez speaks English.
Mr. Gonzalez, you're before the court charged with possession of crack cocaine and possession of paraphernalia.
So Judge, it's more than just residue, so John, but I think pretrial may still be okay. So John, do 2,500, 500.
I'm going to refer you to the pretrial services program with an alternate bond of $2,500 plus $500 for the misdemeanor paraphernalia charge. Fernando Castro,
He's out on probation, Your Honor, on F-23-13169.
you're also charged, well, you're charged with trespass on a construction site and petty theft. I find probable cause.
So the trespass, I think, is it on a construction site?
Yeah, it's a fenced in working on
Okay.
site.
Right, so then the standard bond would be 2,500 count one and 150 on count two.
I'll set those bonds 2,500 and 150, and I will. Excuse me?
This is Fernando Castro?
This is Fernando Castro.
Yes.
He's got two cases.
Yes, he has two cases. Thank you.
You're citing the bonds under which case number?
Well, this is 6433. On 6431, you're charged with felony fleeing and felony driving with suspended license.
So,
What's your,
Ms. Court, did you see the HTO?
What'd you say about the HTO?
Did you see it?
I don't see it, no.
Okay, so the better charge may be DWLS third or subsequent conviction. He's got multiple prior convictions. For DWLS, for the record, I'm showing the defendant's traffic printout. So state's requesting a bond, 2,500 each counts.
2,500 each count. And what do you want me to do with the probation case? Just hold them
Hold the
until
defendant for his judge on Monday.
you're held on the violation of probation to await decision of whether or not there will be a warrant issued for your violation of probation. Pass it to Monday. Nicholas Patterson. Mr. Patterson charged with possession of oxycodone.
He's got no priors, Judge. I think a program's fine. So would you want to do 2,500, 2,500, and $1? I think count two's for the promethazine as an alternate to pretrial.
I want to refer you to pretrial services with the alternate bond of 2,500 on counts 1 and 2 and $1 on counts 3. Eleuterio Fernandez Dorta.
Corrections, he was disrupted this morning. Is he coming?
Mr. Eleuterio Fernandez Dorta is present. He speaks English and Spanish.
Oh, boy. You're charged with felony petty theft and petty theft.
So Judge, I think it should be a third-degree felony on count 1, requesting 2,500, and count 2 may be a lesser. I don't think there's 2 separate thefts. Would you want to do $1 on that one?
To count 1, 2,500. To count 2, $1. You are to remain away from the Marriott, so there's a no contact order that will be entered. Willie Flanders.
Judge, Mr. Fernandez Dorta does
Yes.
not have funds for a bond. Would your honor consider the TAP program for him?
If Your Honor looks at his final page of priors, there's a 200-day sentence from earlier this year, also for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. He's got a couple of pages of priors. I believe the bond's appropriate.
Yes, ma'am. On March 19th, 2024, he was charged with petty theft, 3 counts. 2 of them, or one of them was no pros 30 because he entered a plea to the other 2 and got 6 months in the county jail. So your request is denied now. Willie Flanders. Mr. Flanders, you're before the court charged with possession of cocaine, possession of fentanyl, possession of less than 20 grams of cannabis.
He's got priors, they're older. He may qualify for a program, and he's got to deal with the misdemeanor separately. So the state's request would be 2,500 on 1 and 2 and $1 on count 3 as an alternate to pretrial.
I would be asking for pretrial with an alternate bond.
Is that what you're asking essentially,
That's
be said?
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Pretrial services, alternate bonds of $2,500, $2,500, and $1. Emilio Mederos.
He's out on probation.
All right, let's talk about that. We had quite the lineup in Judge Marty's courtroom today. And while it was a fast-moving docket, there were definitely a few moments worth pausing for. First, let's give credit where it's due. Judge Marty ran a tight ship. His tone was steady, calm, and professional throughout, even as he navigated a mix of charges, language barriers, and some less than clear audio moments. There's a certain ease to his handling that suggests he's seen just about every situation before. Yet he still takes the time to ensure that each defendant is heard and understands the process. The use of interpreters was seamless and respectful, which is great to see in a courtroom with multiple Spanish-speaking defendants. Now, when it comes to the defendants, we saw the whole range, some who were quietly cooperative, others a bit unsure of what was going on, and one or two who might have been on their third or fourth trip through the system. One particularly memorable exchange involved a defendant whose bond was being discussed in a swirl of numbers. $25 here, $2,000 there, and even the judge had to double-check the totals a few times. Despite the complexity, Judge Marty remained patient, clarified everything aloud, and made sure that pretrial services were explained in simple terms, especially for those new to the system, because, as he put it, not everyone's a repeat customer, though a few clearly were. The atmosphere overall was businesslike but not unfriendly. You could feel the rhythm of a seasoned court team working together to move through the calendar efficiently, with the occasional moment of levity. The judge even chuckled at one point when he realized his own phrasing sounded like a question instead of a ruling. It was a small moment, but it humanized the proceedings in a way that reminded everyone this is still about people. As for the state and defense, most of the arguments were quick and procedural. Nobody came in swinging, but both sides generally stayed on point. There weren't any dramatic objections or heated debates, just clean, legal back and forth. And finally, I want to highlight how clearly Judge Marty emphasized the no-contact orders and cooling-off periods when appropriate. He tailored each one thoughtfully, especially when a victim appeared and voiced their desire to maintain contact. Instead of brushing it off, the judge struck a balance respecting the individual's wishes while still putting safeguards in place. That kind of measured response is exactly what we hope for in these hearings. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.